No one cared enough to help this person remove their heretical thoughts. Why? Because they figured if I'm okay, my kids are okay, everything is okay. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, saying Shalom Yeli, whether you are the sinner or you're watching the sinner, either way I won't forgive you. Why I won't forgive you? Kol Yisrael Aravim Zelazeh. All of Israel are responsible for each other. We are the spiritual nervous system of the world. And if we don't start worrying about each other, helping each other, we're all going to lose. Hashem Yishmor. We're all going to lose, Rabotai Yekarim. I don't think that this is just something that is maybe it has to do with a different generation. After all of this horrific threats, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, הכתובה בספר התורה הזאת, ואמר הדור האחרון ביניכם. Actually it starts, ואמר הדור האחרון ביניכם, אשר יקומו מאחריכם, ואנוכי אשר יבוא מארץ רחוקה, וראו את מכות הארץ ההיא, ואת תחלואיה אשר חילה אדוני בה. Says the last generation, the דור האחרון, the last generation, will say, your children who will arise after you, and the foreigners who will come from a distant land, when they will see the plagues of the land and the illnesses with which Hashem has afflicted it, sulfur and salt and conflagration and destruction in the world. Last generation will see destruction. Not just physical destruction, Rabotai. Destruction like having someone that calls themselves religious as the prime minister in Eretz Yisrael becoming partners with the anti-Torah world. Having a prime minister of Eretz Yisrael give $53 billion to a group of terrorists that their number one task is kill Jews. Yet it's being funded by so-called religious Jew. People are going to ask, how could this be? How did this happen? How did this happen? How did the land turn upside down? Land turned upside down, Rabotai, because people were not willing to sacrifice. People were not willing to sacrifice. He figured that if he leaves the money in his stock account, and if he leaves the money in his Bitcoin, and if he leaves the money in his bank account, then it's safer there. What about giving that money to build more Torah, to defend Am Yisrael against all of the idolatry that's infiltrated every community? What about using that money to sanctify Kadosh Baruch Hu's name by helping Avrichim learn more and more Torah and create more Kedusha in the world? What about using that money to build yeshivot that teach the emet and pay high salaries to the rabbis that teach the truths, the rabbanit that teach the truth without thinking twice, high salaries to such people, reward them for teaching the truth? What about using that money for that? No, I like my Bitcoin account. I like my stock account. I like having a portfolio of properties. Okay, Habibi. You keep your portfolio of properties, you keep your stock account and your Bitcoin account, and the Torah world will survive with or without you. But just so you know, for every single dollar that you do not invest in the Torah world and you leave in this world, not only will you regret it, but very likely you'll be punished for it. For every single penny that you could have invested in the Torah to save Am Yisrael from the abominations surrounding it, for every single dollar that you could have and should have invested in Torah and you don't, you will get punished for it. Hence the reason why the Chafetz Chaim says rich people are poor people. Why are they poor people? They'll get punished for all the money that they didn't donate for the Torah. Hashem Yishmor. People don't understand. We're not saying that a person should take every single penny that they have accumulated over many years and become homeless tomorrow and build the yeshiva tomorrow. But who needs all this? Who needs 50 properties, 10 properties, 20 properties? Who needs a portfolio with millions and millions of dollars? Now, if you don't have any opportunities to build holiness in the world and simply everybody else has already done it before you, okay, fine, but who are you kidding? There are endless amount of opportunities to feed people, to help people, to build yeshivot, to build kollels, to build kedusha, to pay the rabbis big money so they can tell the truth and not be afraid to get fired. Pay people to tell the truth. Rabbi, listen, I know in your last community, they fired you because you told the truth. In our community, we double your salary because you told the truth. The more truth you tell us, the more people are going to do tshuva. The more people do tshuva, the better you'll do. The better you'll do personally. The more we'll help you, Rabbi. Do that with that money. Instead of building another house, another property, another factory, another shtuyot. Rabotai Yekarim, if you're not willing to sacrifice, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, you're not in a good position, but this is not something I can teach you. Why I can't teach you? Either you get the point or you don't. Either you get the point that you have to make sacrifices, which means by default, sacrifice hurts. Sacrifice hurts. Ending a relationship hurts. Getting rid of something you like hurts. Not doing something you enjoy hurts. Telling people the truth hurts. But you know that it's all for the best, and therefore you do it. You know that this is the cure, and therefore you do it. You can't teach this. You can't teach this. Why? You either have it or you don't. But this week's Parashat Nitzavim tells us, one way or the other, you will realize that sacrifice is the way to go.
I urge you to open up your heart, open up your wallet, support this incredible cause by donating. You're not only helping others, but you're also opening the door to divine blessings in your own life by really setting Hashem's children on the right track. Let's make a difference together, one person at a time. Thank you, and may Hashem bless all the sponsors and grow the Bezrat Hashem organization.